Well, 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 we're back with some more Turf Wars. You saw me with the laptop. You know it's time. It's time for the sponsor shout out. All the primes until this match, let me see them. I want to see them. Especially after you saw what I did in that break. The Rizzo waterfall, that was something. See, I felt it hit my chin, and I was like, my eyes wide, and I was like, oh, don't spill it on me, don't spill it. I think I made it unscathed. So
the barbecue was spicy. Is that what I'm hearing?
The barbecue was spicy. I didn't know he gave me the spicy kind. That was my first time having the spicy kind. Fun fact: James Bott's dad makes that barbecue sauce, and it is phenomenal. But that was my first time having the spicy one. Boy, he had some spice to it. But of course, big shout out to Fusion. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Shout out to you. Shout out to Control sponsoring this as well. Those bars, I think, are almost gone. I think we have like 4 left technically. Oh. That's not
on us.
That wasn't the best toss. This was the best toss, though. Of course, these are bada bing, bada boom. These are the last 2 chocolate ones. So,
have you had a chocolate one?
I actually haven't yet. I had the marshmallow one. The marshmallow one was good. Dally 4. Thank you so much for the prime.
Are we going for it? We eating some right now?
Thank you for the prime. The more primes I get, the more closer I get to taking a bite out of this control bar. You better send them through. Travesty, thank you so much. I already opened it. It's absolutely delicious. At least I believe it was. If it's anything like the last one we had, it's delicious. What's that? Jays? Thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate you. Lucky one, resubbing with the prime. I appreciate it. Oh my God, there's a lot of chocolate. Oh man, they're doing something to me. Give us a minute. We need a minute. Hold up.
I know you guys didn't want to listen to that, but that's good. It's good. I took a big bite. I had to chew it all down.
No, facts. I'm still chewing it. This thing is so filling. That was the word I was looking for. Thank you guys so much for Control as well for sponsoring this event, but also you guys as well as chat. Our next matchup is going to be AyyJayy versus Reysbull, and we're going to see who is going to come out on top of this one. Reysbull able to battle back after going down in the series 2-0 against Zapatos, able to pull out a reverse sweep. AyyJayy coming from the upper bracket, he ended up taking a loss to Lion Blaze. Who are you more favoring here as we get things underway here?
You know, we actually have a recent memory 1v1 between these two. Not long ago, they had a show match on my stream, AyyJayy and Reysbull, and Reysbull actually took that one. He took one in Game 5. AyyJayy looked insane, though, and sometimes when AyyJayy plays, it looks like he's almost it almost looks like he's not trying to win because he's just trying to put on like crazy clips the whole way. But that's the kind of thing about AyyJayy is he puts on crazy clips and he still wins. That's how he wins. So,
right.
You know, will he be able to clean it up a little bit more in this next time playing up against Reysbull? I think so. I think the edge will actually go back to AyyJayy with, you know, this was a show match and that didn't really have a prize pool, I don't think. This one has a serious prize pool and an opportunity to go to the grand finals. I think AyyJayy might lock it in a little bit more, and I would expect AyyJayy to take it.
Yeah, I can see that as well. We know both of these guys are really cool with each other. We saw them after Reysbull had his victory against Zapatos. Able to go back in the practice room. They were chopping it up for a little bit while we had our intermission. But now it's serious business. Again, trying to see which player moves on to the grand finals is going to be interesting. I'm ready to get this one started. Are you? Oh, wait, should we do predictions first?
We can. I think I just mentioned mine. I think I have a slight edge to AyyJayy. I think it'll be close, but I think I have AyyJayy.
Honestly, I'm gonna go with you too. I got AyyJayy. I call him Way because it just takes W's. And I think also knowing that Reysbull is definitely gonna be a strong competitor. I can see this one going the distance, but I still have to give that initial edge coming into this matchup to AyyJayy. But that is enough for us. Let's see what they have to say to each other as we get this game underway.
AyyJayy, sé que juegas mucho por el aire, así que no te voy a dejar hacer eso, así que voy a perder.
Good luck, Reysbull. You're gonna need it.
Oh, snap. He said he gonna need it.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it as they head to this first kickoff at Sovereign Heights. Who will be the first to get a flip reset goal? I think we're gonna get multiple ones here in this matchup between the two, and it looks like Reysbull right away is gonna get the flip reset wave dash, and it didn't take more than 8 seconds to get one as he goes up early.
Look at this. Control. I like that initial extra jump to kind of get closer to the ball, help with the flip, and then after he gets the flip reset, just so much control there from Reysbull off the start. So This one, do you think this one will be more aerial-based compared to what we saw against Reysbull and Zapatos?
Oh, definitely. I think it's going to be aerial-based because AyyJayy wants to play an aerial game. I think he has no problem with both him and his opponent playing a ton of aerials. Reysbull can do it. I think the reason why we didn't see Reysbull doing it is we saw last game, Zapatos, he seemed to hate the aerial game from his opponents. He was trying every single time to get some kind of touch, get some kind of pinch to prevent the air dribbles. I don't think AyyJay's going to do that. He's going to say, you want to play my game, I would love to play it against you. So I do expect to see a ton more. AyyJayy here, read or not read this fake as he just chips the ball. And now,
it's one to the skies.
taking up to an air dribble, reset, and Reysbull is nowhere around it, so no reason to use the flip at all. She ends up into a pretty straightforward shot. Wave dash does get stopped. Now, with 0 boost, he's going to have Reysbull stealing his corner. He'll stay on top of the ball. 30 seconds. Sorry, 30 boost, not 30 seconds. He goes to the back hole. AyyJayy and these wall dashes.
That
wasn't anybody
was
else.
so good.
Zapatos does them a little bit. We saw him doing, but since I've been watching 1v1, AyyJayy has been one of the first players to really use the wall dash and make it actually useful.
And that makes him so much more of a threat as well. You saw the musty there. Not a lot of power behind it, but kept it close. So even though Reysbull was able to get the challenge, it didn't feel like AyyJayy was committing too much on that.
No. Yeah, Reysbull had a great defensive play, and he's going to get himself a nice wide open net here as AyyJayy misses off the side wall. But playing defense against AyyJayy can be really tough. If you're going to be in the net, you need to be able to play defense low and high, and we see Reysbull doing that, going up to the ceiling to stop that musty. You got to feel comfortable on the ceiling, the back wall, the ground, everywhere when AyyJayy is coming at you on the attack.
Yeah, you can see Reysbull as well, just like letting out a breath of air after scoring that one. Even as he takes the lead. But you should still know it's not going to be that safe. AyyJayy striking again to tie.
Yeah, just a standard kickoff. Seems like he just got there faster. Reysbull, I don't think was doing anything special either, but speed will be rewarded on that kickoff. Now we'll head to a diagonal where we might see a little bit less wave dashes here after a Zapatos series where we see wave dash every 5 seconds and at every kickoff. Now these guys going a little bit more standard.
Reysbull to the air dribble bump, and AyyJayy, great dodge of that. He's going to take it all the way around, and Reysbull cannot recover. AyyJayy will take the lead.
Yo, AyyJayy fans are going to be really excited about this because I know if there's one place that likes to cringe at air dribble bumps, it is AyyJay's chat. But AyyJayy is going to get around this and show that it is really cringe. It was not going to even score for you. I'll just take it the other way and take the lead.
Well, no, for me knowing AyyJayy for so long, he's been a victim of that so many times in the past. I'm sure, yeah, that one definitely made a lot of him, both himself and his fans, feel that much better. But still a lot of game to play, and don't think that's the last time Reysbull's going to go for that either.
Yeah, there was a time in 1v1 where everyone was saying, you know, 1v1 meta is over. The only thing you can ever do is air dribble bump, and it's so good that you just have to do it every single time. But of course, the good players improvise, adapt, they become better. AyyJayy showing you it's not a guaranteed goal. Look at how I can get over the top bit. Oh, but that is going to be a guaranteed goal after Reysbull with the fake.
I should have gave him my grocery list because boy is out of town right now. My goodness. The fake from Reysbull, very well done. And honestly, a little risky too. If AyyJayy does make contact, the way his car was angled, that ball's headed straight for Reysbull's net.
Yeah, very true. He didn't protect it as well as he probably could have.
Yeah.
Slight loss on the kickoff for AyyJayy, but Reysbull is going to back off. We've seen players, one of these wave dashes. AyyJayy trying to get going quick. He's actually going to demo Reysbull, so he's got tons of space. And AyyJay's the kind of guy who might take this into an air dribble. We haven't seen a lot of players doing this, but AyyJayy will. And not the best of first touches. You need to get those first touches on net so that through the whole dribble they're threatening. If you're too far on the back wall, then Reysbull can just sit and wait. He knows the reset has to be used, and he doesn't need to attack early.
Tied up now. Halfway through the game, Reysbull looking for that read. AyyJayy able to knock it out, knew exactly what Reysbull was doing. Reysbull has an open look at the net. What's he going to go for? Carry, delay, plays it low and slow, and it pays off for the Bull.
Interesting recovery from AyyJayy here. I wasn't sure if Reysbull was going to be able to find a shot. I don't think we're going to get to see AyyJay's perspective. He was expecting the ball to go high. I guess he figured Reysbull was going to be trying to keep it away by slotting it underneath the crossbar. So that's why he went in and out of the net. Probably didn't have much boost left either, but ultimately really nowhere near the play. Reysbull able to take the lead. Lost this secondary 50 off the kickoff. Now he doesn't have his own corner boost, so AyyJayy going to put the pressure on. Power slide immediately back towards the net. He's trying to put a bunch of different jukes here to get Reysbull to miss, but he doesn't. He's back to the midfield, and now we got a Reysbull dribble.
Chance here for Reysbull to extend his lead, but AyyJayy denies. Great denial as well from AyyJayy. Got a light touch, trying to throw things off. AyyJayy a little low there, but able to still make sure Reysbull not too comfortable when the possession started to change. But chance here for AyyJayy. Great first touch, good follow-up, not going to be able to score. It has to wrap around it, but Reysbull lands right in his way, staying on top of the ball, pinching it downfield.
Interesting 50 there from AyyJayy. He actually got pushed, kind of like those kickoffs on the wave dash where you want to get pushed to the ground. He got pushed down to the ground there and actually made his recovery way faster. Nice read on the early challenge from Reysbull. He sees him coming in, and all you need to do is get a double jump clap to put it over the top.
Yep, something to just pop it over his head. Saw the turn in, and great reaction from AyyJayy. Even keeps it boosting, making sure to follow it up. Now it's getting down to it. Minute 14 left here. Can AyyJayy turn this around? Reysbull has made him play very close. Been a lot of goal line challenges, lots of good saves in this first game. But Reysbull now on the offensive.
Great use of the flip to get back underneath the ball to set up the air dribble. He must not have gotten the reset because he needed to use it. I mean, you can't afford to fall that far off the play. So if you, I mean, there's just no world you want to fake from there. There's chances to fake on air dribbles, but not that one. He had to use the flip. He had to stay on the ball. So he must not have gotten it, and AyyJay's going to get it fit.
Yep. Quick one from AyyJayy, brings it right back. And I can see Twitch chat stressing about their predictions. Guess what? You got a minute left, and welcome to the roller coaster. Reysbull now flick over high. AyyJayy, good save. Won't be able to challenge this, though. Has to try to make a save, but Reysbull there to tie it up once again.
Put it high, make the defender use their last bit of boost, and then he just booms it so strong. I mean, there's no way it's going to stand a chance. You set that perfectly. Also right above him, kind of a position he would need boost to turn himself back to get the save. It's just not going to happen. So these guys back and forth under the final minute. This is when we talk about every goal lead is one you can potentially play into your strategy later in the game. AyyJayy is going to get set up for a wall to air dribble. Reysbull gave it to him, the fake, and he goes low. AyyJayy will take the lead.
Well, there's the time to use the fake. I mean, tied up game. He gets that flip, but he stays so close to the ball, and then he also is keeping an eye on where Reysbull is. Is Reysbull up into the air? Do I have to use this now? Should I use it later? AyyJayy plays that perfectly. But this one has been, we've seen 3 goals here in the last 30 seconds. Could swing in either direction, but right now it's in AyyJay's favor.
Are we going to go for a triple here?
He tried it.
AyyJayy wall to air dribble. I mean, this is AyyJayy. This is the reality. Wait.
What?
Wait, Reysbull! I was about to talk about how that was a free goal and AyyJayy just gave it up, but somehow it wasn't a free goal. I think AyyJayy should consider it to be and not do what he did in the future. But he does like to give up free possessions like that. Now, an air dribble, he's going to play it much safer this time around. Doesn't mean he's going to stop trying to go for flips. He goes off the ceiling, the double.
Not going to be able to get through, yeah.
But still, what he needs is Reysbull not to be scoring. And while Reysbull is dancing in net, he's not scoring, but this long shot, it's going to be close.
Oh!
My goodness! He couldn't get it there!
Oh my God! He had that extra touch. You can see the float.
Look at AyyJay's face. He knows. He knows that he just barely squeaked that one out. 2 different occasions because Reysbull could have scored off of the missed double reset as well.
Oh my God! And you saw Reysbull's face as well. The immediate shake, like, come on, there's no way. Wow. Unbelievable. That's how game 1 ends between these two. And depending on which side you're either jumping for joy or you're in pain right now.
Yeah. These games, as tournaments go on, you start to get to the players who are all guaranteed to be playing well, and we just keep getting these amazing, amazing games. Or maybe we're just good luck because this is 6 straight games that have been absolutely down to the wire. It has been insane as we see Reysbull getting ready for this next match. Got to be able to shake that off. It is a tough ending, but he did it earlier. I mean, he had a couple tough endings against Zapatos, and he was still there for the reverse sweep.
So close. You're not close enough. That's one you gotta just, like you said, just shake off. Get ready to get into the next one. We get ready to go into game 2 on Salty Shores Night. And even though AyyJayy gets away with that, Reysbull had 2 opportunities in that game to tie or take the lead. Again, you talked about the triple flip reset from AyyJayy. Wasn't necessarily super necessary to do. Almost got punished for it. And then, of course, that last second drive downfield for Reysbull. I don't even know I don't even know what to tell him. Like the ball literally was so close. It was almost in, and it hits the ground over halfway in the net. We've seen so many close plays like that over the course of the day. Even with the Zapato save from Reysbull shot where the ball was almost in. Reysbull just not getting lucky on some of these.
Reysbull starting this game off with the first air dribble attempt, just like he did last time, trying to show AyyJayy how it's done, but trying to get past. Actually, really good defense on that first attempt. On the bounce, these two are just fighting over position now, as AyyJayy is going to get the boost. Reysbull will tap it away, but at 0, he's going to chase down AyyJayy, looking for a demo. Didn't get it. This touch off the back wall should likely result in an AyyJayy dribble. He always finds a way to get to his dribble, uses the flip early, grabs the reset, and will take it to the ground just because it's a little bit too far away from the net to really threaten.
He gets demoed on that play, gives him a little bit of a time to breathe here, but has to get back into it. Reysbull took his time, but AyyJayy now going to take the ball and try to force that in. He will be there, even though Reysbull made contact. It's an AyyJayy goal.
Yeah, decent challenge on the wall. Sometimes it can be dangerous to come to those side walls in 1v1, but AyyJayy had the read on exactly what Reysbull was doing. Eats up that ball, and just over a minute in, takes the first goal.
He's there, small 50. Reysbull for a little bit of control. Almost able to wrap around this the right way. He's going to put some pressure forward. AyyJayy able to save that one off to the side. Very solid start for Reysbull's offensive attack, and he goes low and it works out. AyyJayy didn't have the read on it.
Yeah, AyyJayy didn't have a ton of boost. He got forced into net, and what I think Reysbull does right here is he's far off the wall, enough that AyyJayy can't feel like he come up on the back wall to challenge. Players do like to challenge certain times, so instead AyyJayy tries to make a save in net with 0, and we've seen a couple different times he's just trying to use the inside of his net as a way to get height. It makes the challenge really, really hard, and it makes the low fake very worthwhile, but man, AyyJayy, he kind of tough angle here on this quick kickoff goal.
Yeah, this is a solid angle from him as well. It pinches out. AyyJayy, great read on it. Reysbull got caught mid-flip. Will end up conceding that one there. But you have to kind of keep a little bit vigilant there. AyyJay's always looking for a way in.
AyyJayy now, we're seeing a ton of standard kickoffs from both these guys, which is interesting because, you know, almost every other player we've seen in the matchups, there's somebody doing something weird. These guys are both willing to just go for your standard moves, and they both love to go in here as well. Reysbull, he's not going to go reset, he just taps it forward. It's interesting, these kind of plays are the ones that a long time ago were never scoring because it's the only thing anyone can do, but now they're kind of a change-up. Instead of getting the reset, play it fast, defender's not expecting it, goes in.
Exactly, because you have to keep so wary for things. People don't, like you were talking about it earlier where, you know, a lot of people air dribble bumps are kind of the game plan, but people seem to forget there's so many different ways of approach and what you can do in Rocket League, especially, you know, when you have full boost and flip, that you have to keep an eye out just for anything. Sometimes it's just simple speed, and that's what AyyJayy tried to do, but the pinch goes down and out. Almost was able to force that in. We are still tied up.
AyyJay's creativity at full speed is actually incredible. He's trying to play keep away, and most players, when they're moving that quickly, they can't set up a shot, but AyyJayy, he finds a way, and now he's going to challenge and get another, but he's going to really wish he had that insane ceiling, off the ceiling, off the ground, you know, I guess maybe triple, not double, because it hit so many different spots on the map, but he'll dunk Reysbull, and he'll get his lead either way.
2 minutes, 44 seconds, you're right, gets the dunk, gets the lead. Now to maintain that. AyyJayy has a flip, per usual. Doesn't actually goes for the bump, and it works out. Well done there for AyyJayy, takes his time. Reysbull gave him the space, he knew exactly what to do with it.
Yeah, AyyJay's dribbles have been set up so far away from the net that he's actually been going for the second opportunity almost more often than not. And if Reysbull does see that he's been taking him to the ground and does try and challenge him early, AyyJayy is so clean with the reset that he'll still just pop it over the top of him. So he's putting Reysbull, he's gluing him to the ground. You know, he's doing a lot of hard work to make Reysbull try and react late and make it possible to get those second goals off the bounce. And now he's going to get another goal here off the demo, put a little bit of style on it as he gets his fifth.
Now feels like he's in full control here after that too. Getting demo set up, space, open net. AyyJay's last few plays have just seemed like it's been all him. Reysbull had a really tough time figuring it out, and not only getting out of his own half, but also getting back into that offensive front. Reysbull's let this game get away from him. Still time for him to get back into it, but a lot of work to do. AyyJayy it's reading him like a book, honestly.
Trying to chase him down on the back wall. Good credit to Reysbull. He's got himself a rolling hook shot attempt, and it is pretty hard to save these. AyyJayy is coming in and out of his net so often, and it's finally going to work out. I'm surprised Reysbull didn't keep it low. He's actually punished AyyJayy for going in and out of his net so much this time around. He plays right into it, but he keeps possession, and he'll get a 50.
This is really interesting too, because you saw the angle of the 50 on AyyJay's car from his perspective. You look at this angle again, you can't really see it, but his car, the way it's facing and the direction of his flip is just kind of the ball's bouncing and angling off of that. So instead of getting a strong challenge like he wanted to push it away, his car ends up working against him on that one.
I think we just saw wave dash pick up from AyyJayy. He's so quick out of the midfield to play a keep away. He is just somehow able to keep possession, moving faster than I see anybody else do. And he loves to have Reysbull match him there. He wants to keep the game quick. Reysbull not going to have a ton of boost left because of how good AyyJayy has been at depriving him of that. Look at it, he just doesn't want to, he has to get the touch right away. I don't care if I want to hit the ground and get my wheels down. What's important is I keep this ball moving max speed, he says.
Yeah, keeping it at a high speed, but also keeping up with it as well, not just sending it too far away from him. Chance there, and follow up. AyyJayy like a machine right now, the way he has been moving on this map.
It's not often that double touches you can get away with in ones because they're usually pretty easy to see coming and protect the back wall. But AyyJayy playing so quick, just keeping Reysbull right behind him. He finds a way to chip it up and set it up for himself.
It's a mix of AyyJayy playing fast, but also at the same time, AyyJayy being diverse in his playbook. He's not, usually, especially in the last game, he went for so many flip resets off the ball. Now, this game, he comes in, yeah, he gets a flip reset goal. He's going to concede this one, but he gets a flip reset goal, he gets a bump goal, and then, of course, he got that last one that we ended up seeing, where all three are just so different. Reysbull is having a tough time of getting a read on him, but this one's pretty simple for him. Take him out the play, score in the open net.
Yeah, that was great. I hope people saw in AyyJay's player cam. It's nice to watch somebody get demo and just shake his head. Almost actively cringing at the demo in order to get scored on.
I can really cringe.
But Reysbull has a nice win in the corner, trying to find some way to get a double off the back wall. Even though he didn't get it, it should be a possession that he likes to keep. He keeps popping this ball up, which is exactly where AyyJayy wants to have it. Reysbull having to use a ton of boost just to get back to the corner, to the ball. Slight fake. It won't work. Can he get a jolt from the corner? Such a strong touch. He's trying to play keep.
He has that.
AyyJayy. Oh, he missed wide. Can he finish it?
Chance.
Still there. It's still there.
He got it.
It does. This is such an impressive play from Reysbull. It is hard to get to AyyJay's speed and be able to keep him away from it, but he did.
He kept it away from him. Not only that, he was so accurate on where he was placing the ball too, and then it allowed him to get, again, that follow-up touch off the post. Even though AyyJayy still had save after save, Reysbull was putting on pressure after pressure until AyyJayy broke.
30 seconds, Reysbull needs one goal, otherwise he's staring at yet another reverse sweep attempt. And I know he just did it, but I have a feeling he's not going to want to do it this entire way, because he's going to have a lot of games in a row if he does. And AyyJayy is keen on making him do so. Look at that catch. The way AyyJayy moves and barrel rolls around the map, it's just always fun to watch.
Yeah, you can tell he likes playing fast. He just does. And that speed also makes his opponents, it can make you uncomfortable at that time. Because especially when he's on the ball, you have to match that pace. It's been tough for Reysbull to do so. He's been keeping it close though. 2-goal difference, but the clock ticking down. AyyJayy playing it low, slow, and adding another goal to it. He's gonna put this series on match point.
Yeah, AyyJayy has been doing really well. And one thing, I talked about the kickoffs being all standard. Towards the end of this game, AyyJay's gone wave dash. He's gone wave dash and he's got a ton of possessions. Here, he just totally iced the game with winning those wave dashes and getting to his spot. If you're playing against AyyJayy, you gotta do as best you can what Zapatos was doing to Evo, I think it was earlier, where he's just intercepting every wall to air dribble. You can't let AyyJayy get to that spot. And AyyJayy has been able to get to it a ton here lately, and a lot of that comes off of clean kickoff wins. So at the end of the day, ones does have a lot to do with kickoffs, and I would love to see Reysbull maybe shift, maybe delay. He never really mixes it up too much, and I think he could benefit from that.
Yeah, I agree in terms of just being able to kind of mix things up there a little bit. Once AyyJayy got going, like I had said earlier, that diversity and how he was approaching the ball, the different attacks that he had set up, it's sort of hard to kind of guess what's coming next. He did a solid job at that. I'd say Reysbull did as well, even with matching AyyJay's speed over the course of it. It just seems like on certain stretches of that game specifically, Reysbull kind of had these stretches where AyyJayy would just get away from him. And then he had to spend the rest of the game fighting back to try to equalize or try to match that pace. So it's just about kind of keeping up and keeping an eye out on what AyyJay's doing. And sometimes that can really get into your head for Reysbull. It's a very big challenge he has in front of him trying to pull off a reverse sweep here.
Yeah, there's been a ton of minutes that he's been able to match AyyJayy. But like you said, whether it's AyyJayy scoring quickly or towards the end there, he was able to take away. I think, personally, I never actually confirmed this with players, but I feel like when you're going down like this, getting first goals, going into this game 2-0 or, you know, something quick to get the momentum, I think that could mean a lot to him, and he definitely is capable. I mean, he's been sticking with it, but he just needs those slight edges in his favor as opposed to AyyJayy, who's had him so far.
Right, exactly. Just trying to get the every, like, minuscule touch or even just changing up the approach, whether it's maybe moving a little bit slower. Something to just throw your opponent off the rocks. That way you can set yourself up for an advantage. AyyJay's been doing a good job of that. We've seen Reysbull with a lot of light being shown over the course of this tournament. But he is now in a very tough spot. Series on match point against AyyJayy, who does end up starting off strong.
Wave dash kickoff. Wave dash kickoff's just working for him. I don't know if we're going to see AyyJayy even stop doing that. I mean, every time we've seen him, I think it's given him a much better advantage than the standard, except for, of course, the diagonal, which you talked about before. So we'll see if he sticks with it on the diagonal. Looks like he does not. He goes standard there. That is usually the last place that players want to take it. But AyyJayy, see, this is the kind of mentality that I feel like it's hard to fight back against. Reysbull, if anybody can do it, he's down 2 games, and now right away, seconds in, he's down a goal in this one.
Now down a goal, but we've seen Reysbull in this position before. He's definitely he's not going out without a fight, that's for sure. He's got a lot of space here at the midfield. Just trying to see if he can pull AyyJayy out, but AyyJayy knows he has a lead. He's just running circles, literally running circles, but that pop gets over him, and Reysbull can equalize.
Yeah, this was nasty. This is good patience from Reysbull. Just, if AyyJay's not going to come meet him, don't worry about it. He did single jump maybe because of that fake challenge, but he recognized quickly it was a fake, took it back down to the ground, and then popped it over the real challenge when it finally came.
That's so interesting, though. Like, looking at AyyJayy again from that play, you just watch how many times he fake challenges and literally drives in a circle 3 or 4 times.
It's not a bad thing to do as long as you eventually sprinkle in some actual challenges. You know, Reysbull will get a read on the fact that he's just doing circles if he doesn't ever actually come to the ball, but that's not really been a problem for AyyJayy. He has mixed it up well.
You get the flip. He does have the flip, got the 50, but it's not a strong 50 for him. In fact, it's a stronger 50 for Reysbull, who turns this game right around just like that.
This is one of the reasons why I think AyyJayy is actually one of the more entertaining ones players to watch, more fun, because he'll do this. I mean, he'll go for the clips and they won't work out, but it doesn't mean he's going to stop. He'll just keep going to him, and he's found ways to win with that.
This is bread and butter, so to speak. Does Reysbull have an answer? Has he found the answer? Is the real question here. Reysbull on the ball right now. Watching AyyJayy. Deny some boost. Now just sit on that sidewall waiting. It's a high ball. It's off the crossbar, but it's not good enough. AyyJay's going to carry it. Can he find the goal? He can, to tie things right back up.
Reysbull, I love the patience. I feel like he's doing all the right things there on the goal line. Just a couple touches weren't quite good enough to get himself a goal. And AyyJayy going to take it the other way. Reysbull has played a really good, well-rounded 1v1 game. We talk about players who love playing on the ground or love playing in the air, love playing fast, slow. I feel like we've seen Reysbull kind of do it all. He's done a good job working his way into this match, but can he take down one of the more fast, aerial-focused 1v1ers? We'll have to see. He's got a big hill ahead of him.
And AyyJayy is going to add another one to the tally here. Picks that one right back up. Reysbull again going all in there on offense, but AyyJay's had so much good defensive stops there. I mean, we've seen it on both sides. This time, it just works out for AyyJayy. He's up by 1.
Yeah, it's interesting. Reysbull either needs to shore up his attack a little bit because he's just been getting countered here a bit, but it's probably not worth the risk. But his goals so far, one of them has come from letting AyyJayy try and make moves in the open field and then counter himself. So I wonder, normally you don't want to give AyyJayy the kind of space ever, but there's a chance that it could work out better for Reysbull if AyyJayy isn't 100% on his game. This demo is going to create an opportunity for Reysbull. Respawn for AyyJayy. He tried to pre-jump it, but Reysbull flicks it past.
It was a fake challenge. I think AyyJayy knew that Reysbull wasn't going to wait, like you said earlier, for the fake challenge. So instead, he tries to fake a fake challenge and then go up for the pre-jump. But Reysbull, I mean, just very, very well placed on that goal there.
Yeah, he might have been able to go underneath him, too. That was a pretty high pre-jump. Oh, great read. This is like the first time I think AyyJay's done that. Reysbull still right away. Usually it takes a couple to be mindful of it. Reysbull Not going to be fooled here, though he is stuck on defense here against AyyJayy. Trying to play a bit of keep away. Pulling that ball back to the blue half actually helps Reysbull on his counter when he intercepted. He went for a tight angle right away. The game's going to register a save, but I'm not sure it was. AyyJayy, big miss. Reysbull.
He got it.
Oh, he's back. Wow.
Back in time. And speaking of time, game almost halfway over. This first half of game 3 has been very tense. And it's looking to still follow up on that. Challenge there by AyyJayy, able to win that out, using all his boosts to get back to the ground quickly. Quick flip to it, but very awkward. Now AyyJayy will have to take it to the sidewall. He's going to have that 100 boosts, and you know what he's going for. Has the flip, has a second. Is he going to use it? No. Instead, he wave dashes on the ground, plays it low, and it works out.
Yeah, I've decided you don't want to let AyyJayy have space. You know, he might mess up sometimes, but he is way more efficient than when he makes mistakes. And this time, the reset, I mean, you have to jump if you're Reysbull. That's why he's going up. He knows what AyyJayy can do, and AyyJayy is just going to sneak it underneath him.
Yeah, you got to wait on that. And AyyJayy wave dash kickoff. So does
Reysbull too, yeah. I haven't seen that too much from him. When he's tried, he's always gone over the top of the ball. He hasn't done a great job with it.
Yep, he gets the boost, and he gets the goal. Because both of them ended up taking that race. Reysbull ends up winning that one, bringing things right back in. Reysbull still fighting for his life here in the bracket.
Did AyyJayy take that race, or did Reysbull just take him for a ride? Was AyyJayy actually riding the Reysbull for a moment there?
I think he was. I think he was. But he fell off really quickly, so he's probably got the lowest time, but also the longest time than most.
Oh no, so you don't want to let AyyJayy get to this spot. But actually AyyJayy not taking up the wall to air dribble, which is crazy because I feel like that setup towards the side wall is in people's nightmares. They do not want him to do that, but he willingly chooses not to. Didn't like the setup for whatever reason. Now trying to find a way to work it some other way. Reysbull, he will try a power shot to see if he can catch AyyJayy off guard, but he can get it demoed. The counter is going to be there. The respawn needed to be better than that. Reysbull's got to work on his RNG.
Yep. Remember, kids, if you move your stick to the left, you'll spawn facing the left. That's how Rise made that one save, right?
That's what he says.
That did not happen. There's no way that did not happen. I saw the Sunless Con video. Shout out Sunless.
Oh, nice kickoff. Wait, is he going to get it? No, AyyJay's going to stop him. Reysbull needs something to bounce his way. Instead, this ball bouncing towards his net. AyyJayy, look at him just chasing down Reysbull, just jumping and using boost. Seemingly uselessly, but that's just the way he goes. Reysbull needs to bring it down. He couldn't air dribble bump or do anything with it because the setup was so high. He had to try and just protect the challenge, but AyyJayy finds his way out.
Reysbull able to force AyyJayy to make an own goal.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that was an own goal.
That was definitely an own goal. That's just the pressure right there. Look at it. Reysbull so close, and AyyJayy felt like he needed to make some type of touch, but you can see the dodge came in way too late there.
Yeah, AyyJayy going for such an interesting aero dribble too. He apparently doesn't mind being in his own half and being just about double jump height. That's still a position he wants to reset from. Doesn't work out for him this time. He's got a kickoff win. He's trying to force in. Reysbull doesn't have much boost. He's going to keep him starved by taking both hundreds, and he's going to keep it going. Now another side wall. You know you don't want to see AyyJayy up in the air. He's going to go ceiling reset.
Does he have it?
Do it too. I don't know if he does.
Oh.
Reysbull found a way to get boost. Reysbull might even have a counter.
There's a chance there. He spots AyyJayy. You see them both stop there towards the turn. Reysbull for the lead, and no, it's denied by AyyJayy. Again, time ticking down. Chance here again, and Reysbull will do it as we approach the 30-second mark. 1 goal game.
Absolutely clutch 1v1 here from Reysbull. There's nothing better than the bounce dribble power shot. If you can keep it going, it's possible to save forever. The first one AyyJayy was able to get, but the second one wasn't going to happen. So now Reysbull with 32 seconds. Are we going to see yet another big game?
AyyJayy fake.
Oh, and he read it right away. He has enough boost. He's going to get up 7-5 Reysbull. He needs to lose 2 games first. That's what I've realized.
Yeah. Yeah. That is definitely something you got to keep into account here. But for Reysbull now, he's up by 2 goals, 27 seconds left. It's still not that safe for him. AyyJayy has a chance here to get back into this game. If he wants to close out the series on a sweep, he goes again for another fake kickoff to get boost and to get the ball. See Reysbull off the ceiling. AyyJayy tried to flip it over him, but it's a good challenge from Reysbull.
Great challenge from Reysbull. I'm actually slightly surprised that AyyJay's been going for fakes because while it does give him possession, it takes a few more seconds and the attack is going to be really long. When you need 2 goals, I would think that Reysbull would be faking. Reysbull would be faking, wanting to waste time, and not AyyJayy. And it's not going to work out for him here, and that was because of a great challenge from Reysbull from the ceiling. You know, maybe we have a different thing to say if AyyJayy on that huge dribble was able to score it, and then you could say, okay, it made sense why he wanted possession so bad. But interesting play. Reysbull, he is still alive. He's done this once before, and he's trying to do it again.
We've seen this happen before. Are we going to get a repeat? Is it another Game 5 situation? We got a minute until we load up Neo Tokyo, and you wonder here if AyyJayy lets this slip away from his grasp. I mean, especially coming into this match, it did seem like he had a bit of an edge there on Salty Shores, but it was still a pretty close game. You know, I think it was like a two-goal difference there from him. So now that, you know, Reysbull's able to kind of battle things back, put the pressure on AyyJayy, it's going to be up to AyyJayy to stay locked in if he wants to close the series out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't think he will. I was going to say we'll see if AyyJayy keeps sticking to his, you know, somewhat risky flip reset air dribble type style.
Right.
He never has in the past, so I wouldn't expect him to do it now. I'm not even sure if it'd be a good idea because he's so good. That's where he's comfortable. So he just needs to hit the execution, and like we've seen, he can and he might.
Yeah.
But Reysbull, he has played such a good, well-rounded 1v1 game, has done it all, and if only he could do it in games 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah, that would be the thing, you know. He finishes strong, doesn't really start that strong. But, you know, seeing him kind of feel a series out, see what his opponents do, and then be able to adapt and to keep playing that kind of well-round, balanced game style, even when he's in match point situation after match point situation, shows a lot to the strength of Reysbull. As here we go again. We'll see if he tries, or we'll see if he can force another Game 5 here in the losers final of Turf Wars. Or will it be AyyJayy back into the grand finals? The musty saying AyyJayy right now, though.
AyyJayy is nasty. He was never going to back down, and he's going to start right away. Such a tough way to get the reset, too, but not if your name is AyyJayy. He'll rip the musty for a first goal.
First goal going to AyyJayy now as things start off on the right foot for him. Reysbull looking to take control of this. You see him creeping, looking for the demo, does get the bump. The ball is headed towards the net, and it'll be tied up just like that.
It might not be an air dribble bump, but it's a ground bump, and certainly some people out there will still cringe, but it's a good play, and it's one we haven't seen yet before. A really soft roll. Sometimes you see those players, maybe in lower ranks at the midfield, tap a real slow roller and then come chase you down. This was basically the version of that, but at a higher level.
I literally looked at Chad as soon as the goal was scored. The first thing I saw was cringe. Here's AyyJayy now. You see Reysbull also challenging off this feeling, but can't get it. AyyJayy will pick it back up. Another goal for AyyJayy.
AyyJayy, the way he likes to play, I think is the epitome of what people would not say is cringe. It's truly insane. And it's so hard for Reysbull to make a good challenge there. Everything about that setup is good. You really want to aim those air dribbles far away on the opposite post from where the defender is, and it makes them have to jump as early as possible because they can't drive over the net in an attempt to make a save. And AyyJayy, he does it better than anybody else. There's lots to it, and he just scored again. I thought maybe it was off the post,
yeah, I did too.
He gets a third.
AyyJayy able to get another one.
Reysbull diving, kind of super deep to steal his back corner boost there. I kind of forget what the setup for that was, but I imagine Reysbull should have known he wasn't going to get away with that.
It's been very risky for these first couple of goals from Reysbull. Even the one where you're challenging AyyJayy off the ceiling, he can see you. He knows you're going for it, and if he has the flip already, he can just activate the flip right over your head. That being said, though, this kickoff works in favor of Reysbull. He's able to bring it back within line.
Yeah, this has been an insane scoring fest here. We have 5 goals, and we have not been even a minute in. These guys scoring kickoffs, scoring everything. AyyJayy, wall to air dribbles. Everything's going in right now.
Yeah,
the defense
bumps, everything
has not been there. But hey, more exciting for the fans.
Good dash there for Reysbull.
Was it though? He keeps getting high on it, but you know,
Yeah.
he barely gets down to get the wave dash.
He wanted to win the ball so badly. He wins on that 50. He just has to get around it,
Nice
and he will. He will. Definitely a little monka, but he's able to make it work.
Challenging AyyJayy right as he brings the ball to the ground. Going to be the toughest spot for AyyJayy to protect it. And then he needed to get there real quick and get that soft touch back towards the net, but he did, and he's got himself tied here with AyyJayy onto this kickoff. Will we see him mess around with the wave dash this time? No, he loses slightly, but not really a loss because he's going to get corner boost and start a full dribble. He's going to accelerate the ball to get it all the way there. You have to do that if you're going to do it with only 100 boosts in your tank. And I'm not sure why he's trying to bump AyyJayy because it really isn't a scoring opportunity. And he needed to save that boost and start retreating pulling himself in and using that little bit, it just wasn't worth it.
Yeah. I could probably see the play, you know, just force AJ to jump up, then maybe mess with him a little bit, then try to hit the ball. You're popping the ball up, so you're waiting for the ball to get to the ground. He didn't want to give possession up to AJ so easily because he knows exactly what AJ's going to do. He's probably tired of defending must-be's off the sidewall or air dribbles in the flip resets and the air dribble bumps. You know, if I was him, I would be too. But again, risky plays, and we've seen that happen and not pay off more often than not, especially this game for Reysbull.
Nice.
But is that in? It is.
Wow.
Reysbull able to still tie it up. This pinch is actually, wow.
Yeah, what a great read. Reysbull trying to carry it off the back wall while AJ was underneath him stealing boost. He wanted to get it over the top of him, and he knew that AJ was going to be chasing him down, but you get that good of a read off the bounce, and it's not going to matter if you get taken off the bounce.
That's right. As long as he's able to put that on target. So works out well. And once again, even though it feels like in some of these plays, AJ kind of being a driving force in this game, Reysbull, I mean, the scoreline is equal. Well, it was. AJ able to catch Reysbull out.
Yeah, Reysbull has been, quote-unquote, losing some of these kickoffs where they've been going into his half, but he's been getting a ton of possession that way. And hasn't been too bad for him. This time, though, the dribble couldn't really get started. AJ did a good job pressuring him early before he could get the ball ready to be flicked and stole it away. Now, the wave dash kickoff for Reysbull is going to work perfectly. Will he take a wall to air dribble? No, he's going to go on the ground. Because I don't want to meet AJ in the air. I know what he can do, but what a pre-jump to get that save. Reysbull unable to read that if he had not just hook shotted it into him, he might have been better off. But credit to AJ on the courageous save attempt.
Yeah. We've been 2 minutes into gameplay so far, and we've had 9 goals. So that goes to tell you that the offense has been very well done here for both teams, or both sides, both players. So we obviously same teams.
Yeah. Air dribble from AJ. He cannot resist the bounce like that. The ball is bouncing in front of him. That it's just too easy to set up. I don't think I've ever seen him not go for it. Reysbull, nice. Reysbull on the counter. You know, maybe AJ should have resisted, but he didn't. He's trying to chase Reysbull down, and Reysbull playing keep away. This is just like his previous goal, where AJ trying to be a menace on the back line, and Reysbull just too quick.
Yep, got away from AJ. Reysbull able to knock that in. And half of a game left to go. This one shows no signs of leaning in any direction. Even with Reysbull on match point, there's still a chance he could go all the way to the distance. That's a tough one for AJ. What happened?
He caught him off guard. AJ gave him a ton of space, went back to get corner boost, and was thinking, I need to close the distance on this play. And Reysbull just booms a shot. It actually brings me back to a moment when we were watching a previous match. I was in the break with Lineblaze, and Lineblaze was saying, you just need to boom a shot every once in a while. If people get used to you playing it too slow, sometimes you just slam it over the top, and Reysbull definitely recognizing that there and giving himself the lead. But I was going to say late in this game because it feels like it. 11 goals have been scored, but it's not late in the game.
It's not.
We're barely over halfway.
Yeah, it's not late at all. There's still a lot of Rocket League left to go, and probably plenty more goals to be scored. We won't really know, or we won't really have an idea, at least for another minute, as Reysbull has the ball on the blue side, but doesn't really feel like he has the control here. AJ has been looking for a way in. It's been tough for AJ as well. He's been on a bit of a drought considering all the goals that have been scored. Things have turned around. He really was able to set the tone. Now, here we go. He had control. He had to catch up to the ball, and Reysbull, I think he kind of saw that, made him more confident with the challenge there.
Yeah, the first touch wasn't what he wanted. AJ is one of the guys who can take a bad first touch like that and somehow miraculously turn it into a shot, but still, preferably, he doesn't set it up that way. Reysbull sees the bad touch and punishes him, and now might have another opportunity. I don't think he's going to get this one. But he's got AJ recovering late to take his back corner boost. And now it's just a matter of time before he gets his shot. AJ tried to bump him there a bit, and look at the delay on the flick to get the perfect power top shelf.
Beautiful work there. Look at this. Reysbull puts it on the hood and then lets loose. AJ could not get a solid read on that one. Minute 12 left. AJ down by 2. Reysbull breathing a little bit easier, but he knows he still has some work to do.
Oh yeah, minute 12, that means 12 goals. You'd be silly to think that you're close to icing it out with how much the ball has been going in the net, but with help, AJ forced to make a tough save. Still has 45 boost. He still have 45. That's a great shot. And AyyJayy able to send it away. Reysbull trying to play a bit of keep away, and this might be a wall to air dribble situation for AyyJayy. It wouldn't be for players who aren't as good as him, but Reysbull knows it. Reysbull has been trying to take him away as early as possible, and that is definitely what you want to do against AyyJayy. Now AyyJayy has a ground dribble, air dribble bump potentially. He does, but it goes over the top. And now all AyyJayy can do is just try and keep possession as Reysbull chases him down.
Speed of the play increasing here a little bit though. As we approach that 30 seconds remaining. Reysbull is gonna have to let that go for AyyJayy. AyyJayy played up high once again, got the bump, and got the goal. AyyJayy brings the game within 1.
The air dribble bump. He needs it down 2 with a few seconds left to go. He'll resort to anything
desperate
to get
times
those goals.
All for desperate measures. How can I be cringe? When you become cringe, you are no longer cringe. That's how that works.
He's got 22 seconds to get another, and Reysbull, see, this is what makes sense to me. We saw the opposite fake kickoff, but I would think the person in the lead wants to fake kickoff, kill some time, and Reysbull was not able to clear it over the top of AyyJayy.
Oh, wait, jeez.
No. Kind of do so long clear. I think Reysbull will give him space. Luis going to try and close that space immediately. AyyJayy recognizing that to go quickly over the top. This bounce from the corner.
Oh, boost.
Going to be good
He's
for
Reysbull.
He's
got the bounce.
The bounce is easy.
Huh?
Okay,
there
you got it.
That was so nerve-wracking.
Great play from AyyJayy. Reysbull at the final moment thought, you know, I can just clear this ball. I probably have enough time to keep AyyJayy from scoring, but he quickly comes right back. Demos, and he has all the time in the world to get the 0 second. Now a crucial overtime kickoff for both these guys. AyyJayy trying to end it here.
Oh,
he knows
boy.
what Reysbull can do.
He's backwards.
Reysbull got the backwards dribble for the first time in this series, and now AyyJayy full field. This is not where you want to be if you're Reysbull.
He's going to end it here.
Oh,
no, Reysbull denies.
Reysbull still hasn't been able to pick up any of his boost though, so he's going to have to play off 26. He's going to let this bounce drop as far as AyyJayy will let him. He wants to milk everything he has. And now able to steal AyyJay's in the corner. This backflip isn't great. AyyJayy going to undercut him. Now AyyJayy low on boost. I wonder if Reysbull realizes he's got to set up for himself. He's going to take to the skies, set up to the far right post. The reset catch underneath. Reysbull, he is clutch when everything's on the line, and he will get this game.
Here we go again. Reysbull plays it low right around AyyJayy, able to take game 4 in overtime. And buckle up, we're going to Champions Field.
Reysbull's had to play so much Rocket League here back to back, and I can't believe we're doing it again. Reysbull staring down. This is the 3rd reverse sweep that he's had to try and get. He wasn't able to get the one against Evo. He did get the one against Zapatos, and now he's got one more chance, or who knows, maybe get another one in the final if he gets this one. But he's got to get it against AyyJayy first.
Oh my goodness. We keep getting on here on the edge of our seats. I almost thought AyyJayy had everything lined up, and then again, AyyJayy went for his shot, didn't work out, was blocked out. Reysbull turns around, takes to the skies, tries something similar, pays off big time for him. They're leaving everything out there for sure. Now it's about who can clutch up when it matters most.
And Reysbull shows he can. We know Reysbull can clutch up when it matters most, and we know AyyJayy has done that in the past. I don't think he was able to do it against, who did he play in the first one? He played Evo. I think that was, he didn't really need to clutch up. He just, you know, kind of won that game with ease. And then against Lion Blaze, he wasn't able to pull it out. But can he do it against Reysbull? I think he can. I think this is about an even matchup as you could hope for. And I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited, but even here in the venue, it's very quiet. I think everybody knows what's coming next.
Big moment.
Yeah. These guys get loaded up and ready to go. They're loaded. They're all set here on Champions Field. Now the question is, between these two, who are very proficient 1v1 players, who's going to be able to win here and move on to play Lion Blaze in the grand final of Turf Wars?
Reysbull, great recovery, not to get instantly scored on in a kickoff goal in this crucial moment. And this time he won't recover, and he will get scored on just a few moments later as AyyJayy gets the first lead.
Very solid here from AyyJayy. Look at that angle. You know, that's really tough. Reysbull, it's a mix of keeping composure because you know AyyJay's going to try to follow it up. And could not there. So Reysbull down by 1 here in the opener of Game 5. Still, you should know, between these two, not to count it down to the last second. Air dribble bump dodge there from AyyJayy.
Out of the woods yet, though.
Yep.
Reysbull.
He doesn't have boost.
Yeah, he stole his boost in the corner. That's not what he needs, though. That'll end it. AyyJayy with space, not what you want to see. He's probably going to take to an air dribble if I know anything about AyyJayy. Reysbull just trying to meet him there. AyyJayy made it over the top, the double!
Oh!
Find the angle!
Look at the use of boost here. Goes up with 83. The carry is insane. And then, look, just feathers it and angles his car backwards until he's able to get that light touch for the double land. It's so well done from him.
Yeah, it's actually insane what these guys are able to do and how run-of-the-mill it is for them to get those kind of reads. And I love the early challenge from Reysbull. I don't think that's really a bad play, but AyyJayy just had even better offense than he did defense. Now AyyJayy trying to chase. He is so good at those wall dashes.
He really is.
He uses them a lot in ones to good effect just to move around the field. Whenever he realizes he's got a few moments where he'll be moving guaranteed. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow,
50.
what a beat.
Oh, Reysbull, good win. As I'm talking about AyyJayy's wall dashes, they're going to get him out of position here eventually. I think that wave dash was what he's trying to 50 with. The backwards challenge, that's tough, risky, but Reysbull, he wins it.
It was risky. Reysbull able to get back into it, makes the most out of his opportunities. Now, this is completely different. Last game, we had 5 goals in the first minute. This time, we get our third just under the first minute. Things have been a little bit more safe between these two. The defense has been very well done, especially that midfield game. AyyJayy even taking his time here, knows he has that 1-goal lead. Still trying to see if he can force a mistake or see if he can catch Reysbull out. Good chance here. Won't go, won't use it. Wave dash to pop up the ball. Does get the bump, and will he get the goal? No, he won't. He has to follow it up. That extra touch goes in.
Yeah, Reysbull trying to chase him down at the start of this play with 0 boost, and I think any other circumstance, Reysbull tries to not even let AyyJayy get to his spot. But AyyJayy did get to his spot, and there's no better time to set up an air dribble than when the person is recovering either off the kickoff is one of the best ways because they're recovering to get that corner boost. In this case, he had just lost the race to the midfield boost, so it's just as bad, if not worse. And AyyJayy is, I wonder if we could see the stats on his conversion rate on those positions because it is so good. Like right now, even Reysbull has a bit more boost. He's a bit more prepared for this one. And it doesn't matter. AyyJay's still going to score with a reset.
I like this. I've been noticing when AyyJayy tries to go and get the flip, normally he'll get the flip at the height of the ball, but this time he lets it go a little bit lower, gets the flip to pop it up, and then follows it in for the dunk, which worked really well, and it kind of threw off Reysbull, I'd say, a little bit with that initial challenge. So 3-goal lead for AyyJayy here. Still plenty of time in game, though. Over 3 minutes left in regulation.
AyyJayy on fire. When he's hitting those, I mean, we saw sometimes earlier in the series, he misses a couple, gives Reysbull a couple free goals, and Reysbull can stay in it. When AyyJay's hitting those on every attempt, it is so hard to beat him. That's why we see Reysbull down 3 right now, but you never know. Those are hard mechanics to hit, and AyyJayy could waver. Reysbull is going to have some open field. AyyJayy just coming close to try and pressure him. He'll take up into the air as well. And he's going to go for the 50 on the goal line. He got enough. He got enough to get it over the top.
It's not the prettiest, but it works. And that's the important part. Look at this light touch. It almost looks as if he's going to air dribble it to try to force AyyJayy up, but then lets off of the boost and then just tries to cover the ball as much as possible. Gets that bounce in, makes it a 2-goal game.
Yeah, covering it with those wheels. We actually see players sometimes almost set it up to get resets too. Sometimes the 50 gets pushed into their car and they get a reset from it. But those wheels just kill the ball on the goal line. We see that there. And AyyJayy talked about the wall to air dribble off the kickoff is one of the most dangerous positions for him. But he's not setting him up very close to the net. In fact, so far away that Reysbull doesn't seem to have to worry.
Oh, he let him play it to him.
Yeah, what the heck? I'm not sure what Reysbull was thinking here. He did such a good job to stop the initial attack. I wonder.
I don't know.
I think he was maybe thinking he could kill it and roll it up. That's my only expectation because you don't want to bounce the ball right back to him. But what you do want to do is glue the ball to the back wall. Whenever you glue it to one of the walls back there, it's really hard to shoot quickly. And it's really easy to shoot quickly when you bounce it right back out to them.
Yeah, exactly. He'll end up wave dash kickoffing on this here to get the boost. Now, what's his approach? AyyJayy with the fake challenge, plays the flick. AyyJayy, great read there. Reysbull is still another chance. AyyJay's up to get the block. And will try to push this into the midfield. No one gets that boost. You see AyyJayy chain dashing on the wall to get the speed.
Wow, if he gets
the get the dunk? No! Just denied before AyyJayy could catch up to it.
Wait, is he going to be able to chain dash back? I think Reysbull's just going to score on
him. Got him.
All he needed was a little bit of boost. I wonder if there's a way he could have saved him because he could chain dash to catch up to it, but once he was in front of the net and in the air, he just needs a little bit something to push the ball in.
Yeah,
so if he had somehow saved 5 or 10 before the chain dashes, that would have been one of the craziest plays we've ever seen. But it still was crazy. It just resulted in Reysbull taking it the other way, getting himself within 2.
I mean, there's been a lot of crazy plays over the course of this series, especially. I mean, the fact of, just simply the way AyyJayy plays, but even Reysbull adapting and, taking pages out of AyyJay's book in some instances. it's been a lot for these guys to figure out, you know, what is my opponent going to do next. Reysbull playing aggressively on that goal line there, trying to force something out of AyyJay. You see AyyJay flicking around from the camera. Where's Reysbull? Reysbull almost got that. He was looking for the top right corner, but just missed it. And now AyyJay trying to catch up to this ball.
Yeah, trying to catch back up. Reysbull looking to demo him. Reysbull was being really aggressive.
He was
on possession. And now AyyJay is playing a bit of keep away. Will he be able to hit that keep away with this bounce? If there's anybody who can just take any bounce and turn it into something good, AyyJay is one of those guys. But Reysbull going to chase him down again. Finally going to back off. So it'll be AyyJay with space with 1:14 left to go. And he feels the pressure in the early challenge from Reysbull to flick over the top. He wasn't able to steal the boost. So this is actually a poor possession from AyyJay, I would say. Reysbull's going to have all the space in the world, and why not go for the air dribble? Cringe! Wait, he's not going for the air dribble.
He didn't go for the bump?
Yeah, he didn't. He tried to stay above it, which I actually feel like it would have been better to go for the bump, but AyyJay has stopped the last couple of those.
Now AyyJay, not really the best first touch, has to play the 50 out. Will end up getting the boost here, but is in an awkward spot. Not really committing too hard on this. Slowing down Reysbull. Reysbull with the ball, 50 played out. They're pushing that final 30 seconds. Still a 2-goal game in favor of AyyJay. AyyJay did not get that boost steal, so is going to have to travel back.
Yeah, Reysbull's going to be chasing him down here. And he is
oh my goodness, he was so close to him.
He likes playing this keep away. He's done a good job of it so far, and with 20 seconds left to go, he's probably already done enough. He's going to do some triple resets to keep the ball in the air. He says, you can't shoot if I keep it up near the ceiling for every second of the final game. Roll up the sidewall. Reysbull has to take this, and he's got to find a way to score it quick. Great
here
at Reysbull.
No!
He dropped it too low. That'll be it. This will hit the ground at some point, or maybe in the net, but it will be AyyJay who moves on. Reysbull giving us a show here at the end. Almost like a triple reset, but AyyJay takes it.
Yeah, AyyJay does end up taking it there. It was quite the showing, though, from Reysbull. I mean, Reysbull really did take us all the way back to Game 5. Both series, he was down early and just kept battling and battling and battling. And even in this game in particular, you know, he does end up scoring a few goals. You think that maybe there's some chances, but I think probably around the minute 20 mark is when AyyJay really kind of locked in and realized the lead that he had, and then just kept making life hard for Reysbull until the clock ran out.
Yeah, AyyJay, what an impressive performance here again, and that is going to lead us into yet another bout of one of the North American classics. We've got AyyJay versus Lion Blaze again. Yeah, again. This time, one game advantage given to Lion Blaze, but AyyJay gets to run it back one more time, and it's gonna be a good one. I think a lot of people, you know, they were really hyped for that matchup, and now they get to see it again to see which one's gonna take Turf Wars. The way things have been going out throughout this event have been spectacular. We've seen lots of great plays, lots of solid moments. They've made me jump out of the stool plenty of times, I'll tell you that much. But man, what a showing we've had. Yeah, it's been insane. I was talking to Lion Blaze earlier. Apparently, he's had the edge in the Lion Blaze versus AyyJay matchup. And you saw that match, and you've seen the ones before. They're all super, super close. Yeah. It's never like he's taking it away easily. But apparently, Lion Blaze has continued to have the edge, and now he's going to even have the benefit of one game. So it would be quite the storyline for AyyJay to finally get over that with a one-game deficit. So we'll see if he can. Yeah, from the qualifiers all the way till here, and now the grand finals of Turf Wars coming up next. You won't want to miss it.